Sean Spears. And I probably Google this or however it works out. So he performed the spine buster on Spears. And then, so I do apologize that I said that wrong. But Arn did come out, hit Sean Spears with the spine buster, and then Cody hit the crossroads to win the match. Cody does move on now, and he will face off against the winner of the world title match. It was set up way after the fact, but we'll talk about that in the future. The next match to talk about, the Lucha Brothers. It's Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix, and they are facing off against the Young Bucks in a ladder match, and I'm not going to say what ladder match it is, for the AAA World Tag Team Championship. I'm going to make this one quick because I didn't watch this match. I only saw parts of it, little bits and pieces. I will walk away when the Young Bucks are wrestling because I cannot see them as talented or good or anything having to relate to wrestling. I think the Young Bucks are god awful terrible, and they can go the way of Joey Ryan and take a long walk, short pier. However they do it, I don't care. Just get out of my face. The Lucha Brothers, they are actually fantastic wrestlers. They carried the Young Bucks to this match because the Young Bucks suck. I mean, they're terrible. The fact that this match even happened, the semifinal of this All Out show, the fact that you got these groups coming up, for the AAA World Tag Team Championships, the Mexican Tag Team Championships, was depressing for the idea that after the fact, the Lucha Brothers won, by the way, which they should have, because if the Young Bucks won, even though the crowd was completely behind the Young Bucks, and I don't know how much they paid them. I want to know how much this whole thing was papered. Just saying. But I digress. The fact that the AAA World Tag Team Championships are not even going to be a part of AEW, but they still have them here, is a little bit ridiculous. I get the fact that All In was not an AEW show, so they had the NWA title because they had to bring something. They had to bring something to the dance. And that was a big deal. That was a selling point. That was my selling point to actually give a crap. But they have the Mexican World Tag Team Championships. The Lucha Brothers were the champions. They're still the champions. And I just don't know. I don't get the whole Young Bucks thing. I think they're just so god-awful. I wish both of them would just hit each other with chair shots and that'd be it. But, hey, whatever happens to them is great. For them, for their career. I'm just not going to watch them. I refuse to be in the room watching it. I will change the channel. I don't care. So, I seen one spot where they did a Canadian Destroyer off of the ladder, and the guy, hey, good for him if he wants to take bumps like that, but I heard one of them had a bad back. It kind of is what it is, folks. I just would not care to see them on my TV, and so it is what it is. In the final match, I did watch this wholeheartedly excited for Chris Jericho versus Adam Page. I really like Adam Page. I think they have a guy there who is destined for greatness. And Adam Page, the Hangman, hit the buckshot lariat, hit the dead eye. It's a behind the back Powell driver. It looks good. I mean, the guy just is phenomenal. Chris Jericho is Chris Jericho. I mean, he is probably the greatest gift to pro wrestling. And he's been, champion in WCW. And he's been Intercontinental Champion for the IWGP. He's been all over the place. Undisputed champion, beating The Rock and Austin on the same night. So he's an amazing wrestler. He's a well-known name. Them moving forward to TNT, they need that name to go forward. So I'm not surprised that Chris Jericho won. He is your first AEW World Champion. Adam Page probably going in a feud against Pac or Neville. I'm probably just going to call him Neville from now on, which will be phenomenal. They should have had that before. That it was actually set up for another event, but they had to pull the match because of some contractual obligations for Neville. Chris Jericho wins the title. He did lose the title to the Longhorn Steakhouse, but he did get it back. And of course, WWE totally ripped him on that. Go figure. And he did get the title back. He will face off against Cody Rhodes at AEW Full Gear, which I will be here live on thescottshow.com, which should be up today, by the way. We'll go with that. So, folks, we've got a long time on this AEW stuff, AEW All Out. It's been 36 minutes and 23 seconds. I love wrestling. I've always loved wrestling. And I will forever love wrestling. However, AEW's show needs a lot of work. First of all, Joey Ryan ain't there. I'm glad. I am so very glad that he's not there. I know that he didn't show up at All In. It was terrible. He had the Druids of whatever, and if you want to see that, catch that, whatever, it's terrible. But there's still a lot of crap they need to get rid of. First of all, they need to get rid of Orange Cassidy. He's not entertaining. He is a novelty act that does not make any sense. And I would just, tell him to take a hike. And then, I know the Young Bucks run the show, which will be stupid. If they win the World Tag Team Championships and Cody holds the World Championship of Full Gear, I just think they're already shooting themselves in the foot with that. I would not be interested to watch any more AEW if that's the case, if they're just going to push themselves. Hell, I mean, if they gave me Cody and Omega at one of the other pay-per-views, that'd be a great match on paper, but I still wouldn't care. I want to see other guys get, shots. And the fact that the Bucks run it, I'm not, automatically makes me kind of leery about the product altogether. But it is what it is. I mean, you can't do anything about it. They run the show. They're part of the executive team. But I'm not going to watch their match. I don't care about the Young Bucks. They don't give me the joy of watching wrestling. They make me... I could kick their ass, honestly. That is how stupid they look out there. They look like 13-year-old kids. Grow some muscle, and then maybe you can come back. Maybe your back won't hurt that bad. It's whatever. But they're terrible. And, if they go do something about it, I'm totally cool with that. But I'm not invested in watching the Young Bucks wrestle. I'm invested in watching Kenny Omega. I think he's great. I know that other people, Jim Cornette, to say the least, has problems with Kenny Omega, with his past, but I'm going to let that go. So, it is what it is. AEW brings to light a little bit of competition, and we'll see what happens with that, but I'm not totally, super excited about it. I'm probably going to watch NXT over AEW just because, I don't really care about the AEW product until they show me to care. It was just a pay-per-view that happened. So I'm going to give it a thumbs down, only because of a lot of the different booking, the Orange Cassidy thing, the Cracker Barrel thing. But we'll just see what happens in the next time. I know I'll get comments on this. Like, share, subscribe, talk to me anyway. Tell me how you feel. I'm not going to block anybody who is respectful in which we talk here about different things. I do apologize that I have a cold, but hey, I talked for 40 minutes, so Christ. We are all good. Chris Jericho is your AEW World Heavyweight Champion. It's the only championship they have now. They will crown the World Women's Champion at the first event and the Tag Team Champions somewhere down the road. They start on TNT on October the 2nd. Hopefully, they have a better show than this one. Alright, you guys have a great day. This has been the Scott Show. I'm going to play a little bit of tune and get out of here. And we will see you here soon on thescottshow.com.